watching The Watcher.
My pain, it runs deep. Share it with me.
So much pain.
In the late 20th century, a country in the Caribbean known as the Spice Island, Grenada,
and a half dozen other Caribbean islands here were, until recently, British colonies.
Great Britain didn't give us a single cent, and they have mismanaged our economy for 191 years. They have ravaged and raped the economy of my country, and the world must know it.
Grenada
became a focal point of political upheaval and revolution. After achieving independence from Britain in 1974, the island's first prime minister, Eric Gairy, became consumed by power.
People have tried to get rid of me, and lots of them who have tried are lying in the cemetery.
Realizing he was losing the support of the people, he sought help from the very colonial powers he had once tried to escape.
I'm speaking to you at what I know is an increasingly challenging time.
In 1977, Gairy was knighted by Queen Elizabeth II.
And I want to reassure you that if we remain united, then we will overcome it.
He became viewed as a puppet of Western interests.
Long live Great Britain. God save the Queen.
Prioritizing foreign agendas over the needs of his own people.
A lot has happened in our country,
which was seen as a betrayal by
the free people of revolutionary Grenada.
Maurice Bishop, a protege of Fidel Castro, staged a military coup and overthrew the government which had been elected under the Constitution left to the people by the British.
A charismatic young leader of the opposition party emerged as a beacon of hope, rising against the shackles of colonialism and corruption. Bishop championed the cause of true independence and a fierce determination to empower his people.
People who are struggling for their national liberation, for justice, for freedom.
Instilling renewed hope in a nation eager for progress, inspiring similar movements across the Caribbean.
Jamaica, Guyana, St. Lucia, Grenada have already come out with a very strong joint statement.
However, prosperity was not without its challenges.
Let me interrupt and ask you this. Dr. Castro has accused the West of exploiting the poor. He is against capitalism. Do you share that view?
Oh yes, we are against that, certainly.
Tensions grew as Bishop's ties with Cuba and the Soviet Union alarmed the United States and Great Britain.
Because, of course, there has been a major campaign.
The Cold War.
With some remarks by the president.
It was a Soviet-Cuban colony being readied as a major military bastion to export terror and undermine democracy.
And in all of these remarks and allegations,
the Grenadian people knew the truth.
The United States objectives are clear.
We're not somewhere else in the world protecting someone else's interests. We're there protecting our own.
Despite all the lies and propaganda.
Being hidden behind disinformation.
Obviously, it was not purely for defense.
Our revolution today is in danger.
Do you mean a military presence?
With the use or the threat of force.
Imagine being a fly on the wall for the private conversations of some of the most powerful leaders in the world.
A British Prime Minister and a US President who both appeared to believe there really was a special relationship between their two countries.
Britain and America will stand side by side.
Behind the scenes, Ronald Reagan and Margaret Thatcher plotted to undermine Bishop's revolution.
I do not see this as a conspiracy.
Hello, Margaret Thatcher.
I'd just like to tell you what the story is from our end.
Not speak for very long, even on the secret telephone to you, because even that can be broken.
Yes.
On October 19th, 1983, Maurice Bishop was betrayed by
a small group in his militia,
corrupted and influenced by
the Americans.
We want to put them kind of out ahead, so there'll be no taint of big old Uncle Sam trying to impose a government on them.
Bishop was seized. He and several members of his cabinet were subsequently executed.
The days of the revolutionary government were over.
United States paratroopers have invaded Grenada. Our armed forces are engaging them in fierce battle. All Grenadians report immediately.
This invasion effectively stripped Grenada of its sovereignty.
But the action's underway now, and we just hope that it will be successful.
Oh, yes. It's going beautifully.
For the rest of the world, questions remain about the legitimacy of the American action.
While his vision for a free and prosperous Grenada was brutally cut short,
we got there just in time.
His dream of independence and self-governance continues to inspire movements across the globe.
The events in Lebanon and Grenada, though oceans apart, are closely related.
Because after all, there are countries all around the world
which reflects
an anti-colonial struggle.
And justice against imperialism.
We can draw a parallel from the experience of
people of Palestine
with our own movement in Grenada.
It's up to all of us to be aware of the strategic importance of such places.
We in small, tiny.
Grenada, we were told, was a friendly island paradise for tourism. Well, it wasn't.
All this among a population of 110,000 people.
Let us remember the lessons of history, the sacrifices made for freedom.